Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving an update on day 2. If you haven't seen day 1, I do have another video with my first day signing up with Tesla Solar. There is a link in the description below. To provide a little bit of recent news here, Elon Musk, he tweets out that his solar panels are $1.49 per watt, and that was kind of funny what JJ Watt had to say about that. Before I get to it, I actually called SMUD and Tesla, and I had a few questions for them, so I'm going to be showing you guys 2 of the questions I had. One of them being, how does SMUD pay out for net metering? So I actually went to the Tesla website, and they talk about net metering here being a billing mechanism for solar customers. It gives you the ability to send extra energy generated by your home solar panels back to the grid for a credit, which will be applied to your future electricity bills. With NEM billing, you typically pay for your net energy usage and some fixed utility charges. So they actually talk about it here, how it's like rollover minutes. So if you produce more energy with your solar panels in 1 month than you actually use in your house, then those extra kilowatts will be applied to future bills. With SMUD, I did find a document online. There is a link in the description below. It talks about how they provide 2 different ways where they either give their customers a monetary payment to the customer for the net surplus. I actually have the rates in the next slide. And then there is also that rollover for the net annual surplus into the next 12-month period. So this is currently the net metering surplus compensation for SMUD. So basically, if your house uses 1,000 kilowatts and your solar panels produce 1,200 kilowatts, then you have a overage of 200 kilowatts, and SMUD will pay you about 5.8 cents per kilowatt over whatever you use for your home. And then there's a second question, what size solar panel system can I get? I actually posted on social media in some of my local Elk Grove groups, and I asked this question to the community, and I got mixed answers on people's opinions. So I wanted to clarify that here per SMUD, the size of the solar panel system will be decided by Tesla Solar. So it's not SMUD that's deciding how big my solar panel system gets to be. And then per Tesla Solar, the size of the solar panel system can be for the amount of electricity you currently use based on the last 12 months, or size to account for a future Tesla purchase. So they were talking to me about, do you have an electric car, or are you going to get one in the future? And they were saying if I was going to get one in the future, then they would be able to size it for my anticipated purchase for a Tesla. All right, so I'm going to get right into it. Day 2, I did get a text right after I signed up for Tesla Solar. It said, thank you for signing up for Tesla Solar. And then right here, your layout is complete, ready for review. So already they are sending me things to review. So I also got this email as well. And when I went to the Tesla account, there was a button that said upload your bill. So I went ahead and did that. I went to smud.org and I downloaded my recent bills. I downloaded the last 3 bills, and then I uploaded those to the Tesla website. And right away, I went into this home assessment. So during this home assessment, it says you will be asked to answer a few questions and upload some photos of your home to help us prepare for installation. Examples will be provided to assist you in locating these items. It says 15 minutes, and that's about how long it took me to do it. So first, they want you to confirm my address. So I live in Elk Grove. And how would you like your panels placed? I don't really care how it looks on my roof, so I chose highest production areas. And then, do you belong to a homeowners association? And I do, so I listed that here. And then it asked me to take a few pictures, so I took a close-up of my utility meter. So they give an example. This is my utility meter. And then 3 wide photos of the main electrical panel. So I think they want to know what's around my electrical panel. I did that. And then a photo of the circuit breakers inside the panel. So this is my circuit breaker. And then a photo of the main service disconnect. So I was looking for that, and mine was right here in the middle. And then it says to skip this if there isn't a label, but mine had a manufacturer's label, so I went ahead and uploaded that. So once you complete the home assessment, again, it does take about 15 minutes. I went down to the bottom of the website, and it showed the 3 documents that were completed. One was the utility bill, and then 2 other documents, one being the solar purchase agreement, which is automatically generated when you purchase solar. and then a customer layout. So I'm going to show these two items here. This is inside the customer agreement. Just wanted to highlight a few things that I thought were noteworthy. So it said the installation time is 7 to 90 days. I guess that depends on how busy it is, if there's many other customers, or if there's any problems with your home. I'm sure it differs from home to home. It looks like here that there is a roof warranty. Your roof warranty is warranted against leaks from the system installation for the first 10 years. So I thought that was a good plus. I realized that all this information, you won't be able to see it on your phone very well. So maybe hop onto your desktop and you can follow along. System maintenance is included for 20 years from the installer. It talks a little bit about shade management, just protecting themselves, because yes, shading on your solar display dramatically reduces electricity production because it is getting electricity from the sun. And then panel cleaning talks about how flushing the panels from the ground with a water hose can let more sunlight penetrate through the glass cover. Right here, there's if system repairs are included, which looks like there are. The coverage periods for the labor workmanship for each component of your system are 20 years. So I think this is pretty standard. Alright, so this is actually one thing that is not completely disclosed. You know, maybe that's the norm, but they don't talk about the taxes. So on the website and through all my calculations I've done so far, I've used this $8,200 price. But with the taxes, it comes out to $8,428. So I did have to update my calculations and my estimate on the amount of savings I'll have each year. Alright, so before I do show the customer layout, I did want to preface by showing some information here. When I did sign up for Tesla Solar, it did say 16 to 21 kilowatt hours. So that looked to me like that was the low end, that was the high end, and it showed that I was estimated to be 98% self-powered. So at a low 16, at a high 21. I calculated that using 16 times 365. That's 5,840 kilowatt hours at the low end, and at the high end 7,665. So the average is 6,753. I used this in most of my calculations. So I opened up the customer layout, and this is actually the first thing that bummed me about the customer layout. Zooming in here, it does show a estimated annual production of 5,772 kilowatt hours. Over here, it shows 5,840. So this is a lot lower than what I had expected. Is this my first problem? Maybe. It does say here that at the beginning of installation, the Tesla crew lead will discuss with you the exact location based on your preference and install feasibility. So yeah, that's the average is 6,753 based on the website, which the average is actually 87% self-powered based on my bill. And then so 5,772, that showed at a 75% self-powered. I'm not sure if Tesla is advertising incorrectly, or maybe this was a mistake, or I did read online that when they go and decide where to put the solar panels, that will drastically change the production rate. So one thing to note about my home situation is that there is actually a tree here in the front. To the west of my home, this is my neighbor's tree. It does shade the front part of my roof here in the afternoon. So I'm not sure if maybe this number here is due to that, because they take satellite imagery and they calculate the amount of sun that's hitting each part of the roof. So I'm not sure if moving the solar panels back here and if they redo the assessment, if that number will go up. So I will be talking to the contractors to see if they can move that, and then I'll provide an update if it does change anything about this estimate, because that is a lot lower than I had expected. So soon after completing my home assessment, I also got a text to check my account again. There was another document that I needed to sign. It is a homeowners association acknowledgement. So this is the document. Zooming in a little bit. So right here it does say that I will obtain the appropriate approval from my HOA, or have obtained the approval, or no such approval is required. So in my community, there is an HOA, and I've completed all those documents and submitted it. So I went ahead and signed this to complete this document. So that completes day 2. I think one thing to note is that I didn't have to talk to anybody so far. I think that's one of the differences between Tesla Solar and some of their competitors, is that some of the competitors, they have to pay the sales reps, they have to pay overhead for this part of the process, where with Tesla Solar, I didn't have to talk to anybody so far. So maybe that's one of the reasons why Tesla is able to get great savings, or maybe they figured out something in the technology of the solar panels. But regardless, they do offer the lowest price, and that's one of the reasons why I chose them. If you're interested to hear a little bit more about my research, I do have a video that talks about, should I get solar panels for my house? I talk about how it might be worth it now and why it might be a great investment. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. If you did get any value from this, I'd appreciate a gentle like. If you do have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.